Hi, and thanks for clicking on my video. If you've got bad internet and think you can't stream, or you've already tried it and had issues, then this one is going to be for you. I've set my router here to limit my upload speed to 4 megabits. So that basically redeemed the 6,000 maximum bitrate that most people would use streaming on Twitch is going to be out of the question here. We're going to try and aim for about half of this, which is a 2,000 bitrate, and get a stream that works. That's a very low bitrate, but we're going to do it by turning down the res. First thing I want to show you is, when you see most people streaming on Twitch, they're streaming at 1080p. They haven't set their encoder settings. They think the higher resolution is better, and it's not if it goes all steppy. So just have a look at this. This is 852 by 480p recorded at a very low bitrate of 2000. Now, bear in mind, this is a stream that I did to Twitch at 720p. So it's been encoded once and sent to Twitch. They've maybe done whatever they do to it to compress it to save a little space. I've then watched it full screen on my web page and recorded it in only 480p. And now it's been compressed again on the YouTube video that you're watching. It is still very, very watchable. You can see exactly what's going on. It's smooth. I can still read the chat text here and read everything in game. If I make it larger, you know, you can see that it's not high def, but that is still watchable because it's smooth and it doesn't have any issues. So one thing to bear in mind: 1080p is 2.1 million pixels. If you drop to 720p, that's 900,000 pixels. So you've halved the amount of load on your encoder and kind of the bitrate that you need. At some point in the video, I'll put up a selection of the resolutions you can use. But what we're looking for here then is to go with a 480p output, which a lot of people watch in. I know a lot of people do think their argument for 1080p is that they think people are watching streams like that. They're not. You know, people watch in a window like this with the list down this side and the chat down that side. Moreover, they've probably got two open and they've got them side by side. So they've probably got the window about this size. So a 480p image shouldn't be looked down on as much as it is. You know, if you've got internet problems, I would urge you to try it and see what you think. So we go into OBS settings, go to the video tab. Your base canvas is probably on 1080p or 1440p, depending on what your monitor is. The output scaled resolution is what you are sending to Twitch, and you have all of these choices here to use. You don't have to stick with 1080 or 720. You've got 540 there, which is half of 1080p. You can type in your own resolutions. For example, there's 1024 by 576. You can tell that you've got it right because the aspect ratio here matches the one above. If you mistyped it in, if I did 1024 by 554, for example, you get this weird ratio of 512 to 277. So rather than that, we will go with the lowest one, and 480p is probably the lowest I would go on this. If your internet is really slow, you could maybe try the 432, but we're going to go with the 480 as the lowest option. But I would urge you to try some of these other options in various combinations. I'm going to leave it at 60 frames per second because that seems fine. If you want it sharper, you can try that on 30 frames per second, and you know the encoder has then got half the frames to do, so that could improve it further. But 480p at 60 frames per second. On the output tab, you're probably going to be using your graphics card to encode. You can use your CPU, but in most cases on a gaming PC, you're going to be using the graphics card to encode. So choose AMD or Nvidia as your encoder. Bitrate will be on constant. Bitrate here I've already set to 2000. If yours is up near 6000 or whatever and you've been having problems, try 2000, try 2500. You can change this on the fly. So when you're live, if you want to turn it up a bit, and you can type anything you want in here, you can go to 2150 if you want, edging it up a little bit at a time and apply it, and it will take effect like within a few seconds. Try, depending on your internet, if you've got a 6 megabit upload, you can try 3000, you can try 2500. Try various combinations and see what works for you. Keyframe interval, it can be on 0 for auto. I will set it to 2 because that's what Twitch's preset actually is. Auto does work for some people. Your results will vary with that. I recommend setting it to 2. Your preset for for the quality of the encoding on the highest quality, that's quality on AMD, or it goes up to P7 on on Nvidia graphics cards. So yeah, try that. You can do a recording if you want it, as long as in your recording tab, your video encoder is set to use stream encoder. You can hit the record button and do a little test. And as long as that's set to use stream encoder, you will see exactly what would have been sent to the stream to see how that looks for you. But yeah, try 480, try 540, try 576p, and see what you think. Don't scrutinize it too much, because people watching streams are not scrutinizing the definition of the video. You know, they would rather watch in 480p and have it smooth than you're trying 1080p and it's stepping all over the place and your stream goes down. So yeah, give that a try. See what you like. Leave a comment if this improves anything for you. If you've got any questions, leave a comment and I'll try and get back to them. Don't forget to subscribe for the next video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.